Hello, welcome to the tutorial for SpongeBob SquarePants. We're going to do 3 levels, just the melody, then a note in the right hand, and then a chord in the left hand. And then at the end, I'm going to give you a bonus level if you're up for a challenge. Okay, first of all, the SpongeBob SquarePants has kind of a triplet feel, like it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, but there's no pauses between them. So the rhythm we're going to be playing is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, let's try to clap that with me. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. All right. It starts with this middle of the 3 black keys. And all that is just oh. So that's not even really part of the song. It's just a little introduction. Okay, now for the notes of the song. You're going to start with your thumb on middle C. And if you put a finger on every key, that's usually how we hold our hands. But this time, all these 4 fingers are going to move up one while the thumb stays in place. There we go. So you're just skipping over this one. And we're going to do our 1, 2, 3. Start with your 4th finger right here in the middle of these 2, of the bottom 2 of the black keys. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now the next 1, 2, 3 is 2, thumb, back to 2. 1, 2, 3. And then the top again. 1, 2, 3. And we land on here, and we hold it for all 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, try that again. Okay, now we're going to add one little thing. It's a pickup, just a quick little note before we start that little section. And you just play the note you're going to start with once alone, and then once again to start the song. Call that a pickup. Ready? Okay. Now, the next section isn't actually any music. It's just SpongeBob SquarePants. And you can clap to it or snap to it, but that's what you say. It's SpongeBob SquarePants without playing anything. Then the next section, you take this hand position and you just move it up so your thumb starts on F, your pinky's up here on D. Make sure you skip this note, and you do the exact same thing. You start with your 4th finger with a little pickup. SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay, now you come back down to the C. Make sure that you're skipping that note in the middle. SpongeBob SquarePants. And back up with your thumb on F again. Okay, that's the first half of the song. So you do that same pattern. You do it on C, then your thumb on F, then on C, then on F. And in between each of those, you clap really nice and slow and even. SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay, the next section is smaller and it's the end of the song. It's not that hard. We ended up here with your thumb on F. Now you take this whole hand and you just move it down 1 key. So this is on E. Your pinky's up here. You're going to start with your pinky, but you skip this finger. You're not going to play that one. You'll play then the middle finger. And these are just slow and even. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow. And you do it 3 times. Okay, to finish the song, you'll start here with your number 2, and you're just going to go up 1 note each time. Step up to the next highest note. But it's going to be in this pattern. Slow, long. Well, I should say short. Short, long. Short, long. Okay, so the last part, your thumb is down here 3 times. SpongeBob SquarePants. Short, long. Short, long. There you go. Okay, practice through the whole first level in the right hand. Don't move on until you get the right hand really, really good. And and I'll see you in level 2. Okay, here we are on level 2. We got the right hand all done. Now we're going to add one note at a time in the left hand. We're only going to do 3 notes. This C, this F, and the G doesn't come in until the very end. But instead of hopping our finger around like this, I mean, you can if you want to, but it's easier to just put your fingers, start with your 5 down here on C, and 1 finger on each key, and then just glue it there. So we play C, F, C, F. Okay, and then every time we play, we're in the C position up here with your thumb on C, we play a C down here. When we move up to F, we play an F. When we come back to C, we'll play a C, F, we play this F, and then the C at the end. So let's start at the very beginning. I'll show you how it starts. We start with this, and now that we're doing 2 hands, we could both play this O. O. Then positions, get down here, pinky on C, thumb on C, make sure they skip a note. Here's the pickup all by itself, and then you're going to play C. And I would probably play a C with every single one of the 1, 2, 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. See how that works? Then SpongeBob SquarePants. Now position, the right hand moves up to F, skip a key, and we're going to use this F. Pickup note. SpongeBob SquarePants. Back down to C. Make sure you skip a note. We're going to play C down here. Pickup note. SpongeBob SquarePants. Up to F. SpongeBob SquarePants. Okay, you can pause the video and then just practice that. You just do it on C, F, C, F. This next section where we come straight down these 4 notes, we're going to play a C on every one of those. 3 times. Okay, now I do something a little different at the end. You can play this every time. You're going to have to see it at the very end. When you hit this C, you'll hit this C. But one thing I kind of like to do at the end is hold this for 2, so it's together, then the right hand alone, then the left hand alone, then the right hand alone, and then both pinkies on C. If that's too tricky, you can even just hold this G. Okay, let's practice through that whole song and get that really good. You can watch over and over this little video, and I will see you on level 3. Okay, welcome to level 3. You should have level 1 with the right hand really good and have been able to play 1 note in the left hand really good, really easy, and then we'll move on to there. What we're going to do now is instead of just playing 1 note, we're going to play a full chord. So every time you played a C, you're going to play a C chord, which is C, E, and G. Every time you played an F, you're going to play an F chord, which is F, A, and C. But since our pinky is on this C, leave your pinky on that C, and then you just play this F and this A. So we go C and an F chord, back to a C chord, and an F chord. And then when we do this slow coming down, it's a C chord, C chord, C. For the G chord, keep your thumb on G, because there's the G for the G chord. And then we just move the rest of the fingers down, and you play your pinky on B and your middle finger on D. There's the G chord, and here's the C. Okay, now if you would like to, you can play it like we did a single note every time we play da 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 da, the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let me show you. Start on the O's. At the beginning, O. Okay, now a little pickup by itself. SpongeBob SquarePants. Move up to F with a pickup. SquarePants. Back to C with a pickup. SpongeBob SquarePants. Pick up on F up here. SpongeBob SquarePants. Back to C. Now to see how that sounds kind of heavy, playing it every single time, you can choose to maybe just hold it for all 4 of those, or play it on every 2, like 1, 2, 3. That's what I like. I like doing 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, practice playing those full chords in the left hand. This is where it gets a little bit harder. So take your time. Don't move on to the bonus until you get level 3 perfect. Okay, and then if you're ready for a super challenge, I'll see you on the bonus. Okay, so you've got level 1, level 2, and 3, all perfect, and you're ready for a bigger challenge. All right, here we go. What we do is instead of just playing chords in the left hand, we're going to kind of make it into a style. Now think about this song, SpongeBob SquarePants. It's not a slow, beautiful, soft like a lullaby. It's kind of a upbeat, bouncy, da 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 da, right? And it's silly and it's fun. So the left hand needs to be kind of light. I'm thinking kind of staccatos. And we want to break up the chords so they're not just chords. So maybe bottom note, C, and then the top. Okay, let's start with this O. Oh, we could even make that into a fancy thing. If you want to play octaves, like play this one. Can you reach this and this? Play all 4 of them. And you could even wiggle them back and forth. It's called a tremolo. And then position. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. Oops. SpongeBob SquarePants. You couldn't see it. I went down to a low C. Hit a low C right there. Okay, that's a bonus. Now, if you want even a super harder bonus, you could play 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I'm not sure I like that as much as just the bouncy one, but it sounds like this. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. SpongeBob SquarePants. All right, so if you want it really fancy, you can decide which left hand you want, but have fun with that bonus.